They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The very essence of beauty you hold her within. Every crack and crevice you hold her. You're beautiful is what holds a seed.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Melanin Pot. It's your boy Jay, and we have a very special edition of the Melanin Pot Black Boy Joy edition. So I have some special guests with me. We have Mr.
Tay,
Kyler,
DQ,
Jordy,
Keith Whaley.
Everybody's so cool with their introduction, you know what I'm saying? Just the first name, okay. So a couple of months ago, we did a Black Boy Joy photo shoot to showcase black men educated and dressing very nicely and showing our differences and how we can come together. And so during that experience, we realized like, this gotta be an episode. This gotta be an episode. We talked about a lot of different stuff. We got a lot of different men from different backgrounds here amongst, we got a few fathers in the mix. And I think everybody here for the most part either graduated from UCA or spent some time at the University of Central Arkansas. So our paths have definitely crossed over a time or two. So the first thing I want to jump right in, because when we did the photo shoot, a lot of people had a lot of great feedback to say about black men in society. So being a black man, of course, if you're not black or not a man, it's hard out here in the world. So initially, how do y'all think you finding yourself in the world with so much going on with police brutality or just different things in general? How do you find yourself or to where you are at this point?
Man, being a black man pretty much is hard, but it's nothing else in the world I wouldn't want to be. So, you know, everybody complain about the struggle, but at the same time, I'm kind of thankful for the struggle because it's making us who we are today. So just being a black man, like in America, it's like you gotta do everything almost perfect just to be average in the white man's eyes. So you gotta like go to school, you gotta dress nice, you gotta have a nice job, you gotta take care of your kids, because any mess up you have, it's like they're gonna look at you down just because you're a black male. You don't get like a second chance.
That's true.
I think from my standpoint, I feel like in order to know how to deal with it, you gotta know where you come from.
Right.
So like we all come from, you know, of course you can go back to slavery and stuff like that, but when you come to like this new era, like America now, like he said, you almost have to be perfect in order to be considered average. Yeah. So I feel like as a black man in America, it's just important to be influential on people, but not, I don't know, you gotta be unapologetic in a sense because that's the only way they're gonna respect you.
That's
so,
real.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of sets you up to just be better in life in general, because all our life, as even little boys, we're taught that we gotta do this, we gotta transcend this, and we gotta be better men, you know. And so when we're in the workforce, like me, I'm a manager, and so me being a black manager, I'm expected to know a lot more than the normal manager would, a white boy or a white woman, which is bullcrap. But I take it as a grain of salt, and I just kind of embrace it, you know, because it's setting me up to be better in life, to be more successful in life. So, I mean, I take it as a reward. I love my blackness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think being a black man is an honor. At the same fact, like, I know a lot of us talked about like our differences and our backgrounds. How do you perceive other black men or receive other black men? Because I know like we always hear about the black woman talking about the other black woman talking about her behind her back, or the other black woman not being receiving of who she is. How initially has that like challenged you to still uplift other black men in the midst of the haters?
Man, there's a lot of haters.
A lot.
It's a lot of that.
It comes from a lot of other black men.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like when it comes to us black men, I think it's kind of one of those things where like, if I see somebody just that I don't know, I'm not gonna embrace them because I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? We tend to kind of just stay kind of centralized with the people we know when we really could be out there, you know, spreading knowledge as far as who we are and what we do. But it's kind of one of those things where it's just a lot of hate in the city. It's too much. It's saturated. Everybody doing the same thing, and it's a competition. Mm-hmm. You know, really, when it shouldn't have to be a competition, it really can just be something as far as teamwork. But I think what we have to do is start embracing each other more. I don't see enough people embracing their black brother enough. So that's something that we could start doing more.
I feel like it coincides with that last question, like how hard it is to be a black man in America. Like you got to deal with that, and you got to deal with your own people hating, just doing all this extra when like you shouldn't have to have that stress on you. I feel like, you know, not everybody's perfect, so you're gonna get into stuff, but at the same time, it's just like if anybody should have us, it should be us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I don't know. It is a lot of hate out here, and when I say that, it's like, you know, like if you got a business
and he got a business, or it's another color here, I'm gonna go shop with him, with her, or you know what I'm saying, instead of my own people, which keep, you know what I'm saying, keeping in the community because they don't want to see that person shine. So in that case, I see it's a lot of hate in that case, you know. We don't try to shop with our own folks. We'll go buy Gucci, Balenciagas, which, you know, I'm guilty myself sometimes. So let me get that out there. But at the end of the day, I still shop within my black community. Like I'm wearing, you know, one of my brother's hats right now.
Shout him out right now.
You know what I'm saying? You know, off the cranium, Jerome, Bobo, you know.
Bobo was good.
It's a nice hat, you know what I'm saying? Business, you know, he's you know, uplifting people as well. So I just think we should, you know, share the knowledge like Colin said.
So like we're doing that in like your profession, like everybody has their own passion, their own dream, and what you got going on. So initially, like how are you making your dream come true, but also encouraging other black men as you move forward? Like initially, the Melanin Pot, this is my dream, but I love the fact that we're all able to sit here and we're getting all these different perspectives. So exactly how are you making your dream move forward, but also uplifting other black men?
Passing on like information, like we all pretty much, most of us went to UCA, went to college. So you know, at UCA, if you see like the softball team or the white girls or white guys got a class and it's hard, they pass along the information to make sure everybody making it. But if I'm in the class and I made an 8 on a test and DQ like, bro, let me get the answers of how you do that. I'm like, bro, you gotta get that on your own. Like, we can't do that. Like black people, you gotta pass along the information. Like you got the Melanin Pot. If you know somebody trying to get on, trying to do their own thing, trying to do their own blog or whatever, like we can help each other out by passing along information. It's enough out here for everybody to eat and help each other out.
Another thing is, kind of to piggyback on what he said, is learning how to be a student in the process. I mean, because as you know, you have old heads out there who've been through it, and you know they got the skills and they got the remedies to help you be a successful black man. But only a fool don't want change. Only a fool doesn't want to listen. So if I see him over here and he got this great establishment, he got this business, he's doing good for myself, I'm trying to find out, hey man, what did you do? Because you got the same 24 hours in a day that I got. You had the same 24 hours that I'm blessed with now. So let me know get me in on it. Give me a scoop of it so I can be successful. And so when I get kids, you know what I mean? I can pass that information on and we can break that curse. You know, like, it's too many black men that we hate over dumb stuff, man. Oh man, he driving this, I ain't driving that.
And
man,
don't you think like a lot of that like
work.
comes like from our fathers?
I ain't got
a lot of what?
You know what?
Because I feel like when you look at like black men and on how we've like progressed or digressed over the years, when we look at a lot of how we treat one another, it always makes me think like, how did your father treat you?
But sometimes,
we're all responsible
Yeah.
for our own actions. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But initially, a lot of the things that we see are traits, or like you said, are generational curses or behaviors that we've learned. Like a lot of people, to where think about the statistics when it comes down to fathers who are actually tending to their actual kids. The numbers are low.
That's what I'm about to say. You know, a lot of these homes don't have fathers, so they, you know what I'm saying, they looking at gangs or looking, you know what I'm saying, the next person they can look up to, which might be a bad influence. You know what I'm saying?
Social media is there.
Social media growing up, I use right now. I mean, I was growing up, it wasn't no such thing as no Facebook.
Well, you say I'm 40.
Yeah, I know I say I'm 40. I mean, but like when I was, a typical 7-8-year-old now, they got Facebook, they got
iPods,
Snapchat,
toys,
they got
phones.
Instagram. I ain't had none of that. You know what I'm saying?
We outside playing football.
We trying to pay rent. You hear me?
You know what?
It's
It's stuff like that I feel that kind of keeps us in the box, because everybody trying to play catch up, saying for baby, like if he got a new car, you know what I'm saying, and I see that, I kind of feel jealous or something like that. Like we the only race,
New slaves.
you know what I'm saying, that downs our own selves so much. We down ourselves more than white folks do. White folks don't. They'll help their kind. You know what I'm saying? They'll help their brother. They'll help their sister. When it comes to us, it's like we always got something negative to say before we want to help you out. Or like we want to benefit off of it. Yeah. It ain't about benefiting off of everything that you do to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? But as far as when it comes to, like, as far as the fathers in the household, it does start in the household. We are responsible for how we act, but I think that when you don't have a father in the household, that child's gonna look to something else. And I feel like a lot of them are looking to social media. Like straight up, social media is like got everybody's attention. There's not one person that's in this room that can go 5 minutes besides this interview. They can go 5 minutes without picking up their phone to see if they got a text message, knowing it's on ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that where we can, like we've been talking about, spread the knowledge, but the right knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So if you spread it like that, it'll change. It'll spark somebody's brain that it'll have a domino effect. You know, so it's something that we can start digressing on, but we gotta be motivated and dedicated to do it.
Since your father, you and DQ both, what exactly like traits did you think that you picked up from your father that either helped or hindered you?
I would say discipline, like a lot, like, you know, laying down, you know, rules. That goes a lot. Having a boy or girl, like, this what you're not supposed to do, this what you do, which as you get older, you know, this what I'm not supposed to do. And, you know, it becomes values and morals.
Right.
So with mine, I say discipline.
Like my dad, on the cool, like for the first part of my life, from like until I was about 8 or 9, my father really wasn't in my life. I was in a single parent home, so I do know what it feels like to be in a single parent home. But like, I'd say about 10 years old, my father, biological father, actually got with my mom. They reconciled their differences, and they actually got married when I was 10. So from 10 years old to 18, when I was in the house, I was under my father's wing. But what I did, like, and it was kind of a different situation for me, you know what I'm saying? Even though as my father, I'm coming from being in a single parent home. Now I have 2 parents, which is a blessing. Everybody don't get that opportunity. But in my case, my dad, he just worked all the time. He worked for UPS, he did 33 years, but like what he did, he'd do 12, 14 hours. So by the time he's getting home, I'm about ready to go to bed. It's about 8 or 9 o'clock, and I'm just, 6th grade, 7th grade. I got a bedtime. So I didn't really get a chance to build that relationship with my father until he retired. So through all of that, I did learn to always have a job. Right. Always work for your own money, you know what I'm saying? Don't be looking for a handout.
This new generation.
Everybody entitled.
They don't know.
Entitled.
Exactly.
They're looking for a woman to take care of them or somebody else. They're looking for hot and ready.
Or vice versa. You know, woman looking for a man to take care of her.
Oh, okay,
For the wrong reasons.
So let's
What's
go
the
there. You just
Let me reverse it though. You know, this is a new society.
So let's talk about that, because we had some social media attention on the Melanin Pot page about women wanting to be, now this is just the question, so before you ladies get to come in, about women wanting to be independent. She's such an independent woman, and if she's so independent, I think the question issue was, if you are married, do you and your wife split the bill?
Let me be the first, you know what I'm saying, to answer that question.
Because women want to be independent, and so the question was initially, since you want to be so independent, do you split the bills or not?
Yeah.
It was got real on there.
With me, it ain't the thing of being independent. It just, yes, we should split the bills. Yeah. Like, and that's just real. Like, if I'm working hard for my money, but you expect me to put out my money for the bills while you save all your money? No, I think, you know, I'm being real. I'm gonna keep it real. No, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we should split bills. That's how I am. My parents do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the old times no more. Everybody.
How long your parents been together?
My parents been together 24 years.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So you know what I'm saying?
So like, as far as when you say split bills, do you mean like, okay?
I'm not saying like 50-50. I'm saying like 70-30. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, is any? So you feel like he should pay more? So what if?
Okay, hold up.
What if you make less money than her?
If I make less money.
Okay, so well, we married. You know what I'm saying? What's mine is hers. What hers is mine.
I get that,
So
but
I believe in splitting the bill.
Yeah.
You said what?
I believe in splitting the bill.
My point,
It's not like a level like you got to spend this.
Yeah, like it ain't a certain.
You might pay the lights. You might pay the electricity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my point is that
rent is 50-50.
So mortgage getting paid 50-50.
That's where we go.
Wait,
Mortgage 50-50, yes.
Because you live here, I live here.
That's 50-50. But I might get energy, you might get water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes
Somebody getting paid.
Yeah.
Look at Jordan. Jordan, what you looking like?
I mean, see, be real, look. I pay my own bills. I ain't got no girl. Yeah. So I can't necessarily relate, but like if I was, I would say split it most definitely.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? If you in this together, you know what I'm saying?
We in here together, we married.
So the people who shacking, do you split
we
the bill?
split. I split the bill.
I know some brothers out there, they shacking, and some sisters, and one person paying all the expenses.
My life right now, real talk.
Crazy.
I lived with my girl. We've been living together for 2 years. Everything's great. It's a difference. It's the difference between being an independent woman and being disrespectful with it. I understand that you're independent.
So what becomes disrespectful?
It becomes
Clarify for the ladies now in the camera.
It becomes disrespectful when you keep telling me like I don't need you. Cool. I don't need you to need me. I understand that you can make your own living. I understand you can provide for yourself. What I'm trying to do as a man is I want to try to help hold that weight a little bit. I know you got your own stuff. Good. I applaud that. But as a man, I'm letting you know that this is what I can bring to the table too. So if you women talk about being independent, we love that. We're not trying to take you from being independent. What we're trying to say is allow us to be men. Because everything in my house is split down into 50-50. I don't see no bills. Everything leave out my account. I don't see what I pay for. I don't see what she paid for. Everything is, as soon as our bills hit, auto drafts out. Okay. And that's just how, but that works for us. So, I mean, it'd be different
in regards to the independent, I wanna pull over, skirt. So initially, I think, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate right here because we have no ladies on set. Shout out to Mary and Jacqueline. I think a lot of women play the I'm independent role because we have a lot of immature men.
Oh, true.
And I feel like we have a lot of men who want to play I'm macho man Randy Savage, but yet you want to play kiddie games behind doors in regards to cheating and doing other stuff. So yes, you paying bills, but yet you also are causing a lot of emotional and mental stress. Yeah. And so initially, does that really make you a man? Because I feel like a lot of I think, and this is a generational thing. We as men, and this has been like tradition. A man, you be strong. You don't show no emotion. You pay the bills. You tell your lady what to do. You do this. And so initially, when women are more intelligent, more independent, more financially stable, now women saying, yeah, you might be macho, but you got a lot of BS going on. Yeah. So I ain't going with that. So you need to go on and miss me with that. So then we start hearing a lot of this, I'm independent, but then we have a lot of men also, man, she this and that, but what are you bringing to the table outside of the financial aspect? Because she ain't worried about your money. Yeah. A lot of women stayed in marriages back in the day for their kids' financial stability. Yeah. So now that women have that leeway, they ain't staying. And they ain't just taking anything. So initially, let's take the route of, let's talk about faithfulness. Let's talk about integrity as men and how we display that and what we've seen. I think it's easy to say, because we hear it all the time, she always talking about she independent, but what initially as the black man, how are we really supporting our fellow black women?
Sometimes, I think black women can get carried away with the independency due to, oh, well, I don't need him. They always play that role. I don't need him. Mm-hmm. So due to that, they push some of us black men away. Not saying no black men don't cheat. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying when they got that and feel like, they don't need nobody, they really don't need nobody.
So initially, I'm gonna ask you this: if you cheating on your girl and she hits you with "I don't need you," what's your rebuttal?
Okay, bye.
And you in the wrong. Spare me.
It's just me.
I'm just saying that was great. If you out here cheating, and then you come out here trying to be macho man Randy Savage, and she tell you, "Nigga, I don't need you," and you saying bye, does that not lack ownership?
It does.
But to say all that, I feel like that also shows a lack of communication between both people at the same time. Because communication is key.
And that's what I'm trying to get at.
And I feel like, of course, like cheating is wrong.
I think we skate, but I'll let y'all go. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like the way he responded and the way you just asked that question, like being the advocate, like there's no communication there. Like you actually just sit down and talk
about it.
So let's talk about.
But hold up.
I want to dissect this. I gave a vague scenario. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So initially, these are people who are in a relationship. They're together. They are shacking up. They're not married. So we're gonna call it what it is.
Okay.
So initially, y'all together. Y'all are in a relationship. So we're gonna act like communication is there.
Right.
So we'll act like communication is there.
Okay.
And we'll act like both of these people are on their grind. They're doing their independency.
Okay.
And they're bringing their financial parts into the relationship. So this could be, and this goes for the woman as well. If the woman is cheating or the man, your response to me would be inappropriate initially because you just said, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
But you in the wrong. And I think that goes for the person who's cheating. So initially, regardless, even if you say I'm independent because you got men be like, okay, I ain't mess up about you, just like you just pretty much said, okay, do you not feel like that's a part of, I'm not even gonna say miscommunication, but ownership?
Yeah, it is.
Because we can communicate all day long, and I feel like even in our generation, we have that okay bye syndrome.
We do. We do. So, and that goes both ways. Like, okay,
I can get another girl on Instagram.
But I feel like that just came from over time, though. I mean, as far as like when it comes to relationships, communication is key. You need to know what you're doing. Are we exclusive? I mean,
Let's define
exclusive.
What's
mean,
exclusive? Break it
Exclusive
down.
mean like
Everybody
it's
know.
Me and you together.
Not everybody knows.
Yeah, like not
Let's
even everybody knows. It's just like me and you together. Ain't no, ain't nobody,
exclusive
ain't
to
no
me.
outsiders. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta get established.
Wait a minute, say that last part. That was the key part.
No outsiders.
No outside.
And that's been excluded. Everybody
Now,
know
it's-
that's your
now,
girl.
But see, it's different
You know what I'm saying?
now. It's different. You got now. If you want to say most independent women, I know that. I mean, if you want to keep it funky, they out there doing their own thing. They're flipping the script. Like most women now that's independent.
And why?
Hey, what's that? Mary Jane.
That's because.
Hold on.
That's because.
Now, what we're not going to do is blame being Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, man. These Mary
But
Janes.
you know what?
That's how it's
I
acting.
see where he coming from.
For
but it's
real.
like,
But that's a story that needs to be told.
Exactly.
Because
I'm just saying.
For so long, it's been the woman being dependent on the man, the
Right.
man mistreating her.
You got Lifetime.
but-
Lifetime bash men all day
But
long.
I'm telling you, but Mary Jane is
I'm not
script.
saying
So I'm gonna say
that.
this: amongst us in here, we're
Yeah.
gonna keep it real funky. So amongst us here, how many of us have cheated?
Oh yeah.
Everybody done cheated before.
I have.
I'm gonna be real.
I'll get rid.
it's like
I'm gonna be
this.
honest. I'll get rid of you before I cheat because I'm that blunt.
I'm saying we all been in college. We all, you know what I'm saying. We all slipped up.
It's
Like
nothing
that,
that we should be. It's
still
nothing that we
in
proud
college.
of.
It's not a. No, I'm still in
But
college.
you know what? As a man, though, on the cool, I think we're already naturally hard headed. It seems like as a man.
When you say hard headed, you know what I'm saying.
In what sense?
In what sense?
Yeah, like I'm not going that way. I'm not going that way. What I'm saying is,
I
it's
hate
like
touching that one.
by nature, it's like okay. By nature, it's like this. Okay, if Jay tell me, bruh, don't mess with that girl. I heard something about her. Woo doo woo doo woo doo woo. But she fine though. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da.
I want to know what you heard. What's going on?
But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying as far as like he'll go mess with him. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where
It's kind of, I don't know.
I'm not saying
It
you-
depends what you heard. You know what I'm saying.
it could be something good. Yeah.
Some people don't get it.
Yeah, 'cause if you got that-
it's highly. The
staying
STD
away.
rate is still high.
crazy
in
out
Central
here.
Arkansas.
Yeah. You seen the
clap
numbers?
is going
It's all on
around.
Facebook.
Just make it clap.
Man.
University of Central Arkansas.
So initially, since most people just said they cheat, Kyler, your hand went up for cheating, Keith.
Yeah, I
Okay.
cheated.
So initially, do you agree with his response?
I would have did that too, because I'm petty like that.
I don't
Okay,
agree.
so-
Okay, but look, that's at first though.
agree.
I'm coming
no,
back.
No. Hold
I'm
on,
coming
hold
back.
on,
We
hold on.
coming back.
No, you might come back, but see, this is the thing.
Too
and
late,
I think,
huh?
And I think a lot of us forget this point, and I feel like and this goes for the women as well. We feel like you can do whatever you want to do in the moment, and then I'm gonna give me a take two. You might not get a take two.
But
And I feel, that's arrogance. Our generation has a lot of arrogance, and I'm this. There are a million niggas out here. There are a lot of females out here. You are not the only person, especially when you out here cheating and being bold and
I
disrespectful.
don't feel like there's no emotion involved in that.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody got no
So,
emotional
that's what I'm
attachment
saying.
to that.
If you are really in a relationship, and this is just my personal opinion, if you with somebody and you can say that boldly, you probably shouldn't be there in the first place.
True.
Because initially, if you really care about somebody, regardless on what the situation
You gonna
is,
fight for that.
But at
and
the end
you're
of that,
mature.
You gonna
At this
think
point,
about
you're
it.
not 19.
but at the end of that, it could be a heated situation, and you will say something out of anger and don't know.
I'm gonna play devil
You know what I'm
advocate,
saying?
bro.
That's a don't know. But like I said, we talking about people who communicate, and this is not no.
It don't matter if you communicate every day.
I
Like
see
if
my
it's a
woman
heated
every day.
situation, you say, you know what I'm saying, to hurt that person at the moment. Then when you sit and think about it, you be like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Let me, you know what I'm saying, try to fix the situation.
Okay, that's one time. But somebody who's cheating is doing this more than once.
Ah, see,
But
No,
I'm
But
just
see, you talking
saying.
about sexual cheating can be a lot of
It could
stuff.
be
Yeah.
See, it's different.
Hey, be
Now,
specific.
I'm gonna be
You
very
can cheat with your
specific.
mind.
Now,
I'm gonna say this.
We're gonna take it to class.
I know
Is
men.
there anything I can't read on your phone?
Are we
No,
cheating emotionally or are we cheating physically?
So does it matter?
It does.
No, hold on.
To a certain degree.
No,
To a
I don't
certain
want a
degree.
certain degree. I don't want no gray.
It matters.
I want black or white because a lot of y'all saying some problematic stuff. So I want to make sure I'm clear for the ladies who watching. So initially, in the area of cheating, I want to be clear. You saying cheating? It depends. So
It depends.
how many y'all in a relationship right now? Hold on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, y'all in a relationship right now. So I want it for y'all ladies at home. We want to know what's acceptable for y'all. That way you get to do this. So what's a dependable cheating? So if she takes somebody a nude, is that okay?
That's not that. Nah, that's not okay.
Okay, pause. If she texting and entertaining a man,
That's not okay.
okay. So when you do it, then what is it?
I'm just texting a friend.
And that would be BS. That's what I'm saying. It's a double standard. It would be double standard.
I'm playing.
I had to learn the hard way.
Jump ship,
talk.
jump ship.
Right. Aboard.
I had to learn the hard way because as dudes, man, I'm not an insecure dude, so I don't get worked up about different stuff. Because my girl, she had guy friends before I even knew she existed.
My point exactly.
Token, I had women friends that she didn't know existed. But the thing is, whenever you have friends and they know that you in a relationship now, and if they respect that, right? So I had some friends who was still kind of, flirting a little bit here and there. And I wasn't seeing it because I was used to it. I was accustomed to it. I'm like, man, she just, she cool. She, we good. But she looking at like, nah, that ain't what friends do. That's not how friends talk. And so But
and let me tell you, a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes go to be like, okay, we didn't have sex with that person, or we don't see it, but you know what I'm saying? Your significant other might see it a different way. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
I think that's the stereotype.
And that's how you get
like, I ain't fuck her. I ain't. We just
cool.
So Kyle,
they all
no, it ain't even like that though.
That's true. Now, Kyle, you made a real point. Now, is that cheat? You say it's a stereotype.
No, I ain't gonna say it's a stereotype.
Is that just that we trying to get over?
Niggas hate getting caught, man. That's what it is.
No, I'm saying niggas getting caught.
What?
Niggas getting caught. Yeah.
You can't sit here and tell me something that you know for a fact is problematic, and if she did it,
it'll be a problem.
Then it's a problem when you do it.
I'm not saying it's not a problem. I'm just saying, guys, sometimes
it's a double standard.
We don't look
at it like
And
that.
I also feel like that's BS. You know why? You know why I think it's BS? Because that's why niggas hide it on Snapchat. That's why they do it in text message. They hide it. I'm just being honest. If you didn't know it was then why you hiding it?
I'm not hiding it.
Oh, come on.
I'm not hiding it though.
Half this bold stuff that be going on with people. Let me tell you this: if she just thinks you're your friend, she thinks it's okay, and you got a girl, and she come in. Matter of fact, half the people out here, I'm just gonna be
okay. Let me get real on that, cause a chick did that. You know what I'm saying? We were real cool, and she commented under my picture.
That chick didn't.
That just happened.
What? Yes. And the thing about it was,
did you get checked by you or the girl?
Who got you? Talking about?
Did the girl check? Did your girl check her, or did you check her?
She checked me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, you gotta look at it like this, like the girl flirting with me. She flirting with me on Instagram, right?
You should be a lawyer.
She flirting with me on Instagram though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking at it, she flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? She probably be like, oh, you got some nice shoes. Or you know what I'm saying? Like
that ain't flirting.
I really be trying
my point exactly, right?
But to a woman, if she reading it,
my point exactly. You see what I'm saying? We're not looking at it like that, but to a woman, it's different perspective.
What's your response though?
I try not to respond.
I don't respond.
You know what? I don't think you compliment me on my shoes and I say thanks back.
Yeah,
but see, I think, and this goes for men and women once again. When somebody see you kissy eyes, hard eyes.
Oh yeah, that's.
If they come in underneath your picture and then they in your inbox.
First of all, I want to know why this person is comfortable enough to be even putting that on your page.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So what have you?
Nah, bro, it's a difference. It's boundaries.
If your page public,
because
yes.
Also,
right,
but it's boundaries.
I don't think so because
Nah,
think about this.
You got to set them boundaries.
If I'm looking at you,
I bet your girl thinking it like that though.
If somebody interact with DQ on a regular and they know you got a girl, okay. But then if you step out and you more flirtatious when they see you out in the everyday setting, then you saying it's okay to come in underneath my picture.
No.
Because it's something about the actions that you're putting out there that make it comfortable for multiple people to come in about your
True,
shit.
but that's not how it is. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's out there.
Like my, she got,
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
and then how many girls really come in on your goddamn shoes? They better be some fresh ass shoes.
My point, see, that's how the girl looking at it. You know what I'm saying? That's how girls look at it. What person come in on your damn shoes? Them some regular ass shoes.
And you know they some regular ass shoes. You wore them on 3.
My point exactly.
Nigga, you know she want more than a compliment.
But I'm not
a
flirting.
lot of times we be looking at like the stuff can happen at the most inconvenient time.
Man, we on the same page.
My girl can have my phone and like she got my password. She don't go through my stuff. I ain't got nothing to hide. She got my password. I'm just saying she got my password because it's a password that anybody know. Like it's a password that just kind of represents who I am.
You ain't giving your.
But she don't go through my stuff.
I don't get my password out because if I lose my phone, nobody can get easy access.
What I'm saying is I ain't got nothing there to hide. And I can't live like that either, man. I can't live like if I go in the shower, I'm looking at my phone every 5 seconds.
Good
job, Tay. Good job.
I can't live like that, man. I tried that one.
But I agree with him. Like my phone. Like I ain't gonna lie. My phone. You know what I'm saying? You get a notification, it shows. I'm in the shower, my phone face up. It ain't face down. I see a lot of people tend these days to put their phone face down.
I still put mine face
You know what
down,
I'm saying?
but I ain't got nothing to hide though.
But why?
Mine can be face down.
I'm just gonna play
Five
the,
seconds
I'm gonna play the
is
devil's
fine.
advocate. Why y'all put y'all phone face down though?
Well, I mean, you
I don't
got
get it.
water
I
on
don't
there.
care. Oh, Jordan got something to say.
Distraction.
Jordan, your phone locked because of what?
Huh? I mean, look.
I'm just saying, is it because you got, I just want to know, is it because you got something to hide or because you, it's just easy to flip up when you want to
First of all, I like my
I'm
privacy.
just-
So like, I like my privacy. Ain't nobody checking for me. Y'all got people checking for y'all. So
I don't got
You still got your privacy as a man relationship.
Right.
Though.
Even if you date somebody
you still gotta have
trying
your
to
boundaries. Like,
that boo thing or that regular.
somebody want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say boo thing or that regular.
Relationship
You
where
rap about it.
both people trust each other. You ain't got. It ain't even that type of ordeal. Like you're not gonna disrespect that.
But if you giving her a reason to feel like
Okay,
she
so I
can't
got
trust
a
you,
question.
man, you can't get mad when she going.
And this is a good question because I had got some questions from the ladies initially before we did the episode. So initially for the relationship, this is across the board. This is not talking about anybody in particular. So if you're in a relationship, let's say you cheating, you're in a relationship but you cheating,
You doing a lot of cheating.
and
Boy.
it's real though. That's talk real. This is the cheating generation.
Got girlfriends on there.
Like, listen.
Lately, it's been the proposing generation.
Man,
Everybody
the
getting
baby
married.
Propose, and I'm being honest.
They younger. They younger.
Out of them proposals, how many of you know cheating?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna just be real.
Like I ain't listen. That's I ain't in there.
I done proposed. I don't know
You
no
ain't
guy
even
that's
be in
cheating right
bigger
now.
business. People is bold these
People
days.
is bold,
Like
people
you
is
bold
petty.
see like what's going on. Like back in the day, you had to really do some like this cat right here. Your mic is on.
Oh,
Don't take too long.
not talking about me though.
Your mic is on.
I'm not talking about me though.
Don't take
Okay, so you going back to you saying like how we cheat. So what's up with the women who know the man married?
Let's talk about it.
I mean that could be a bit.
I'm just saying.
See,
They know it's a married.
Look at Colin.
When you-
I think it's out of line.
When you deal with that though, you only fooling with hoes. That's all it is.
A hoe with a ring.
A hoe with it, you know what I'm saying?
But would you not be a hoe if you cheat in a relationship too? I think you're a hoe across the board. I don't think
So
you're a hoe
basically,
because you got a ring.
you talking about the woman fooling with a married man that's single, just
No,
not
I'm
married?
saying even if she an independent woman
Right.
and she know this man got a whole nother life,
She had a
family,
wife.
She just reversed the roles. That's it. She got to get
I
hers
can't really
too.
argue with that, bro.
I wouldn't even say it's still
Because he loyal to somebody.
and
he's
even
supposed to be
and
loyal.
he not. So he not loyal.
saying he not.
And she had, so,
But it's a reverse role.
I just think it's BS. He not loyal to his wife, and she not loyal to herself because she don't have enough self-respect to know that this woman has a marriage, and this man got a marriage, and yet you like, oh well, I'm just
I'm
here.
just saying that she just
And most people got that. He approached me.
She just wants
What does that
some.
mean?
I'm saying
Is it not enough single dick out here for her to get
probably not enough for what she wants.
Not as clear.
Women want what other women got.
Clout.
So,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this.
know what?
I see this a lot. When a man is happy on social media and everything, a woman want to destroy that just so they can be like, yeah, I fucked it up.
I ain't gonna say that.
I am.
So what about what?
And vice versa.
Now
That's
you
what-
want
that's
to?
my-
I'm just saying vice versa too though. That's just real. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
people want what they can't have.
yeah, bro.
Okay, so-
or say if you don't like this guy, you be like, shit, I'm gonna see if I can, you know what I'm saying, mess with his, you know what I'm saying,
So
old
what does
lady.
that say about the person who allows that to happen? So for initially for the people who have
just
their hand
as
up for
weak.
cheat. Okay, so
It's like this, bro. We cheated. Every man has probably cheated, not physically fucking a girl.
We ain't gonna
in
put
your
every
mind.
man out like that.
I'm just saying, it's like
Shit,
this.
every nigga done cheated.
I don't think every guy that cheated.
you got some
You have
faithful
to cheat.
men and
I ain't
women.
gonna say
Nah,
have
you don't
to
gotta cheat.
No, I ain't gonna say you have to
You got
cheat.
some faithful men and women
You
out
gotta
there.
go. You gonna go
Nah,
through
it ain't even that. It's
Yeah,
just
learn from-
Have you
mentally
cheated
strong.
on you?
Yeah,
Huh?
learn
Has a
from
girl ever cheated?
Not that I
on
know of. And
you? Nah, man.
girl sneaking
Has a
a
girl
guy.
ever cheated on
not
you?
that I know. Not that I know of.
He done been through some hurt. He just don't.
I've been through some hurt. I've been through some hurt, but no, they don't mean no chick.
Like
no-
this.
But they don't mean no chick ever cheated on me because I
In
never.
order for you to know how to not treat a woman,
Yeah,
not
you
saying
gotta go
one,
through that.
it's
You
one of
gotta
them
go
things
through it,
where,
bro.
like, as a single man, you don't know how to be
They
a
gonna
real
respect
boyfriend.
that too.
You gotta learn how to be
I don't
in a
think with
That's
cheating
relationship.
real
though.
facts.
I think you know how to.
Because I done got
You don't
cheated
have
on.
to cheat.
I think you
No,
gotta
bro.
learn how to be a real boyfriend without actually experiencing it.
Of course,
because
I'm
most
not.
people,
But in
that's so-
today's society,
cause that's like
in this
cheating.
word, I'm just saying. But it's more of that. I'm just saying, like, it's yes, you don't have to learn how to be a good boyfriend without cheating. That's a rarity. That's a rarity nowadays. It's just
Yeah,
because
cheating is
it's a
common.
lot of. it's a lot of women
Cheating is
out
coming
here
on the women's side
No, I think
or
it's,
the
I
men's
think it's across the board.
Across the
I think it's
board,
across
yeah.
the board initially
Yeah.
because most people in our generation, one, don't know how to be alone, two, don't know themselves,
There's a lot of
and
people.
three,
That's
are
it.
So
really
individuality
People
is
don't
a
know
problem.
themselves.
people don't know how to be
No.
individuals.
I just
don't
feel
think
like they dependent
That's
on
it.
other people.
you're not an individual though. If I gotta depend on
I
being
feel like
with
you don't
somebody,
love yourself.
nah, you can't. I just feel like initially, if you got to be with somebody and that makes you who you are, does that really mean that you know who Jordy is? Because think about all these people you follow on social media. They break up, like Black China, for instance. Every time you look at Black China, she is with a new person.
Man,
But you know what she is, what she about.
But you got people, regular deglars like that all day. They just not in front of the public eye.
True.
That's like he just said. It's common. We done made cheating to where it's like
It's social norm
I
now.
think
Sure.
niggas with a lot of status quo tend to cheat the most though. With real shit, like
as far as like,
I know
Status.
I know
Sorry,
everybody.
status.
I know every day. Oh shit, I wasn't say that one. I know everyday niggas that they just be chilling because they ain't really guy like
Nigga
that.
switched it up.
And I know niggas who got like that, they be fucking around because they can. I'm not
I ain't
saying
gonna say-
I'm not saying I'm advocating for it, but I've been there. And I mean, like, if
it's a phase.
sometimes it's a phase in life.
For some people, it's a
sometimes
fact. So initially,
Some people it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Some people.
I'm saying, so now in today's society, are there hoes or is just that's what we do now?
Thoughts now.
Yeah.
You know,
So
thoughts.
Man, cheating
Are there
is
really
selfish
thoughts
act,
now,
man.
or is that just how
gotta grow
society
from
has
it,
grown? You know what I'm saying? That's just what everybody do.
Cheating is overrated, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I flirt sometimes as a man. I flirt from day to day, but I go home to one.
Look at everybody like, damn.
Like, real talk, man. I go home to one person, man. I be content to get home.
Pineapples.
I used to be in a place where I'd be like, man, I get home and I'd be like, dang, what's this person doing? But you grow up from that shit, bro. Like, you get older.
Like, no.
Like I said, man, cheating
I ain't gonna
is
say I
selfish
flirt
act.
like
You just gotta get over it, man. You
yeah.
can't do it. Like it's a selfish act. If you got somebody you love, your girl, and you got the opportunity to cheat, it's a selfish act. You gotta just be like, I can't do my girl like that.
It's a
Or you can just be single if you feel like you gotta cheat. I'm gonna be
It's about how
single.
mature you are, man.
You grow up.
And
Yeah.
I feel like what you were saying, like if you grow from that by like it's sad to say, but like if you experience it and you experience the heartbreak that you give somebody, male or female, you know what I'm saying? So if you hurt this person so bad, you don't want to hurt nobody ever like that again.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now
So
that's facts.
one lesson that you can take from it.
I experienced that one personally myself.
I have too.
I know you.
I done cheated on
And
I was like, we know anything.
everybody know, you know what I'm saying? You know, I experienced that
And
person.
the last thing you want to be labeled is a cheater to any female.
Not even that though. The last thing you want to do
because-
is lose a person that you really care about
Yeah, see,
over a
that's
dumb
another thing.
Well, you
mistake.
hurt.
But at the same time,
But you ain't value what you had.
You ain't gonna cheat. But
But you learn your lesson.
You out here dropping
But
gems, picking up
she gotta be
pills. Like, what's going on? What's wrong with you?
What?
Come on now.
What?
You missed it. Tune in next time. No, he done mixed it off. Keith, give us a word out here for black boys out in America, just different men out here. And give a word out to the men.
And to all the young black males, young, old, man, get your money up. Be faithful to your girl. Man, just live life, pass on knowledge, man. That's all I gotta say.
Jordy, give a word out for the people.
Look, man, hey, educate yourself. I feel like a lot of us is not educated, and you don't allow somebody else to try to influence you or dictate your life, man. Learn for yourself and then teach others.
You can give us your best.
Mine will be, man, just live life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Like, piggyback on him. Read a book, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is in history books that we just take from what we learned in elementary. Learn yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody tell you, oh, this is what the world is about. Read it by yourself, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of young black brothers pick up a book, go to college, you know what I'm saying? Go further. Ask questions, you know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
I would say make sure you establish credentials for yourself. Make sure you got something under your name. You can never pass on knowledge if you don't attain knowledge yourself. Make sure you have a stable income. Keep a job, man. Make sure you have a job. I don't care if you cleaning toilets. Make sure you working. Because, I mean, I see a lot of dudes on the side of the road, you know, asking for money, and they can be applying somewhere. Don't be that person. So just get your money up and, man, live life. Keep God first and live life, bro.
Basically, man, pretty much everything y'all said. Like, respect yourself, for one, and for you young cats is 17, 18, getting ready to graduate. Don't feel like that's just the end, man. Go to college if it's just community college, something like further your education, because as black men, we feel like once we get out of high school, we done made it. Nah, nigga, you ain't made it. You know what I'm saying? You still got milk on your breath. You know what I'm saying? Baby milk. But, you know, on top of that, as far as what Baby was saying, you know what I'm saying, established credentials, your credit. I know a lot of y'all don't understand how important credit is, but do your research. Learn to keep your credit score at an A+, man, because that's how you get a home, that's how you get the car you want. For real, like, Jordy know. But most definitely, man, like, you gotta establish that and, you know, respect your mama. A lot of people respect your mama, man. But other than that,
respect your dad.
Love one another, man. Embrace one another, support one another.
Man, stop being dusty.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like that too.
That, man.
Have your own style, but definitely do it in moderate. No, you can have your own style, but definitely do it.
You can have your own.
And if you don't know what style,
That's don't sag, man.
If you don't know what dusty is, explain it for me.
I hate what sagging, man. That's
need to be clear.
that's dusty to me.
I mean,
Not
I feel
as
like
dusty.
dusty can be a whole bunch of different things, but I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's 2018, man. We're gonna have to get some style about us,
Spice
man.
it
A
up.
little suit, tuck, something, because we don't have it, man.
well, we
It's
need
about
Every
we
man
need
has a
Jordan
black suit.
stylist company, something.
It's definitely about
We need some
etiquette in
stylists.
class. Like everybody here has their own style and their own swagger about themselves, and I feel like that comes down to everything we've been saying about being your own man, letting your experiences shape you in your journey. You can be Colin and got dreads and still be a professional. You still can do your own thing. Like Colin's also a rapper. You can be Keith. You can be a professional. You can have low cut. You can be DQ and rock hats if you want to rock the chain and got the swag on. You can be Jordy and have a baseball cap. You can be Tay. He got a twin. He got a twin, y'all. It's both. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it's execution. And I feel like nowadays we have a lot of different black men out here to where there's no excuse to where you can't say, oh, I don't have somebody that looks like me. There's somebody with dreads. There's somebody who's a football player who dressed nice. There's no excuse. And so I feel like nowadays it's also up to men like us to where once we reach a certain point to where we reach back into those communities, we reach back and say, hey, brother, I see you sagging. Like, what's going on? Or, you know, how was your day? Because initially, think about this. We're really hard on a lot of people, but initially we can't expect to say that everybody has somebody.
True.
Because everybody here at one point in time in the conversation said they had somebody they could talk to or whatever. Some people don't have nobody. So initially we can't also expect that just because somebody see something on social media that they can take heed to it, because they might not even know that that's capable for them. So I feel like it's definitely important for real Black Boy Joy to be inspirational every day, supporting black men, black-owned businesses, giving black men hard talks. It's not always going to be peaches and cream. Sometimes we got to disagree and say, you know what, brother, the moves that you're making, I necessarily don't agree with them. Don't mean that that's my move, but I can say, hey, I can question you. And I feel like as black men sometimes, even when it comes to authority, we have a hard time with being questioned.
Yeah.
Because we feel like, dang, you coming for my manhood. It's not coming for your manhood. It's actually
Trying to make you better.
It's trying to make you a real man.
Yeah.
Because a real man can take critique. A real man can evaluate. A real man can say, you know what, I need to step back because I'm really getting off my rocker here. Yeah. And so I feel like it's moments like that to where we can actually have conversations with different people. A lot of people are not privileged to say, I can sit down with 5 other brothers and have an intellectual conversation about relationships, life, and experiences. Because there's somebody at home right now who ain't even got cable. They probably at their homeboy house watching us go live right now. Yeah. Somebody ain't even gonna make it to college. Somebody homeboy was just shot. You know, Lil Rock has got a lot of stuff going on. And initially I wanted to do this for us to have a platform to say, you know what, there's somebody who looks like you who sees you. There's somebody who's different, somebody with colored hair with a nose ring, somebody with dreads, like I say. Yeah, there's so many different things out here. And I feel like as black men, we have to be responsible for our black babies in general. And we gotta stop telling them what they can and cannot do in regards to dreams and aspirations, as if whatever they see, that's it. We gotta be more than that. And so I appreciate all you brothers coming on, sharing your truth, no matter how problematic it might have been. Any final words?
Man, take care of your kids.
That's it. Take care of your kids.
Hey, be a good father.
Be a good father. Be a
For real,
student.
because they, you know what I'm saying, they look up to you. Especially you got a little girl, a little boy, they look up to you, you know what I'm saying? That boy might look up to you, want to be like you. So make sure you take care of your kids. That girl might, you know what I'm saying, she want to marry somebody like you. So at the end of the day.
Ooh, if your daughter want to
You know
marry
what I'm
somebody, you're going to have that Uncle Jay.
and
What you about to say? Nothing. www.themelaninpot.net. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Jay, and I'm signing out.
Get a scoop. Boom.